It's time to play the game. Yo, it's your boy kinda busy now. I'm saying holla at your boy. Oh, welcome again, ladies and gentlemen. Breakaway Tier 3 action tonight. 10 drivers showing us how it's done around Belgium, the longest circuits on the F1 calendar. So we have quite a few drivers joining us today. Well, they've been part of the tier 3 roster, it's just that this is their first race in this tier. So we have the likes of Grimjaw and Opa Ramain. As Brownboy gets disconnected, let's just send him another invite. So, as I said, we have new people joining us. Alpa Ramain, Upper Ramen, know what I'm saying? Let's go, Upper Ramen. And then we have obviously Grimjaw ST. We've raced with him in the friendlies. He does have good pace. So let's see who's going out first. Looks like one of the Mercs is going out first, which is your Billy Hendricks. Mr. Hendricks. Let's see how he fares on this first lap. Joining him out is another guy. Let's open the telemetry and the map. Let's see who's coming out. So I think it's definitely Juke. Okay, they all come out. It's definitely Juke. Porpoising as usual. Yes, Brown Boy joins us again. Hope he doesn't disconnect this time and is able to actually pick a car. Yeah. Let's see how it goes for these guys in tier 3. Quite tight there in this tier. If you're looking at the results on who's getting promotion to the upper tier. So for the up-to-date standings, make sure you check the Breakaway Twitter page, Breakaway F1. Standings are posted there usually after the race. That's how quick Kid K is with the results. So yeah, okay. So I'm just opening the standings. So remember that last time out we were in Silverstone last week. So this week all tiers will be racing in Belgium at Spa-Francorchamps. Okay, let's look at Billy Hendricks as he starts his flying lap. But I'm more interested in what definitely Juke does. So I think I'll be switching to definitely Juke in the middle of his lap because I think he's one of the people that will be fighting for pole. It will be between him, Thiago Maestro. And also Zola is pretty fast recently, and then obviously since F1. I feel 7th gear. You should already be on 8th there. Really just losing time, going up the Rouge, now down the Canal Straight. Nice and steady. Nice on the power. So second gear, now let's go back to definitely Juke. I just want to see what it goes as it goes as purple sector first one. The guy's proposing all over the place, but we'll just stick with him. I think he's one of the potential pole sitters for us tonight. Let's see what he does in the second sector. I think he is a bit too close to Sol Lancelot in France. They might be disturbing each other as they go down the first left-hander. That long sweeping left-hander. Okay, so Lancelot is a bit far, so which is good. Hopefully Lancelot doesn't make any mistakes. can hear the ABS off there. It's just car almost locking up. Thiago Maestro, yellow flag. I think it's just getting out of the way for people there in sector 2. So let's see what Definitely Duke does. Billy Hendricks posts a 144.014. Now, Sir Lanzaros is going to cross first, obviously. Let's look at them because it's much closer to Sir Lanzaros, so this is going to be a fast time for Duke. Yes, it's a 142.7. Sir Lanzaros is a 145. Okay, a good first leg from him. Now, let's see. There was a red car. Where is it? It's supposed to cross the finish line. Where is it? Oh, it's Prince RSA. Sorry, I missed that. It did a 144. And Thiago Maestro is about to start a lap now. So he's just going to stay with him as Grimjo is finishing up his lap. Just go with him, then we'll go back to Thiago Maestro as a 140, 142.4. Yeah, I did say this man does have the pace. I didn't think he was going to be up there in the pole, but yeah. So now let's look at Thiago Maestro, who, if I'm not mistaken, is currently at the top of the standings in Tier 3. Let me just open my standings here. Okay, the boy from Pretoria ruined the app, so now Twitter pictures don't load. You just open, you just click there. So bear with me as I try to load things. Get out of the way. Get out of the way. Okay, it wasn't a purple sector for Thiago. Let's see how he fares in the rest of the lap. Other cars in front of him, I hope they'll be getting out of the way. Well, they have to be getting out of the way. Oof, close. Really dating there by Thiago. Using down to 6, I don't think so. The lowest you can go there to be fast enough is 7th, so it's been down from 8 to 7th. And then this year is also 4th in my spot. But we're taking first and different people. You might be faster than me, and I'm telling you what you're using. Or he invalidates. Unfortunate. Everyone else is going back to the pits right now. This is okay. There's always only going on. Brown Boy. Oh, Brown Boy is on a lap. 141, 142. 143 puts him in third in front of Billy Hendricks, which will be going again. Okay, cars are going back to the pits now. Quali is on a lap. Yes, he is on a lap. Let's see what the veteran of Tier 3 does. And Quali, it says Purple Sector 2. I'm hoping this one's not one of those graphic glitches. Codemasters has had the same glitches for years now. It just says you have but this glitch starts at late in F122 when it just tells you have a purple sector. But when you get to the garage, it wasn't a purple sector. There's someone who's faster than you. Let's see what the veteran of Tier 3 does. In Quali, Quali doesn't improve. Did he improve? I think, oh yeah, I think he improved by a second. But I don't know why this graphic is telling us. Hey, what is happening here? Oh, is it starting the lap now? Oh, I think it's starting the lap now. My apologies for that. But his ERS is still on 100, so it's not on. Let me focus to switch it on. Well, he's destroying himself. I'm not understanding what's happening with Nkwali. Because it says 0 lap tires, so it means he's on a lap. But he doesn't have his ERS on. Maybe he might have forgotten to switch it off. I think that's the case. Okay, let's stick with Zole. Zole's on a hot lap. Already on 40% ERS. I think he's supposed to switch off his ERS on the outlet. So he takes sector 1. I cannot stand the Ferrari powered engines. They're too high pitched for me. Holds it nice and steady for full throttle forward. Okay. Hey, I mean, this corner is still dribbling me. I don't know if I'm using fifth or fourth there, or brake or not brake. I'm just gonna be slow. I need to try and practice tonight or tomorrow afternoon. I need to try and get in the practice. I'm very, very slow now. I'll just stick with Zole. Purple sector 2 again. Says he got a purple sector 2. We'll see with the lap time. I'm thinking he'll be right around Billy Hendricks and Brown Boy, given the pace that Zole unlocked. Zole has unlocked a lot of pace in this game. He's impressive. Shows you the time and dedication. If you put the time in, the results will show. So Zole 145. I thought it'd be higher than that. Anyways, let's go back to. Okay, is Grimjaw out? Yes, Grimjaw is out. So we'll just make Grimjaw our whatchamacallit, showing us some what to see. Whatchamacallit, gonna do that. We're gonna make that an audio lap for you guys. So stay put. This is on the out lap. I'm thinking everyone is on an out lap, including the lights off. Oh, it's only Billy Hendricks who's about to finish a lap. Let's see what he does, if it changes. No, it doesn't change. Zole crashed out. What? Okay, let's do the audio lap, ladies and gentlemen, with Grimjaw as the current pole sitter. Unfortunately, he invalidates at the corner that I said I'm not sure what gearing to use. So we'll go down to who is on a lap. Okay, no one, everyone is on an out lap. So I think someone is just starting. Okay, Brown Boy is starting his hot lap. Let's make him our audio lap. Just make sure that it finishes this time. I hope it doesn't invalidate. Let's go, Brown Boy. www.co. And then What has happened to Brown Boy? Eh, what has happened to Brown Boy? And then Thiago gets disconnected for blocking the pit lane. What is happening? Okay, I saw with Thiago that he's definitely gonna get disqualified because he tried to reverse and then go back to the pit. Because I think he made a mistake, so he wanted to change tires and go out again, but then he missed the pit entry, and then he reversed. But then Brown Boy, his car disappeared, and then it's in the pits. So I'm a bit confused as what's happening in Germany. In this game, don't know if it's this game or what. But also the left from Brown Boy. Then as he was about to cross the line, his car returned to the pits and then got disconnected. Aye. Okay, so that's on an out lap. Okay, Brown Boy is in the pits. Nkwali is outside. Upper Main is outside, is in the pits. Sims RSA is about to start a lap. Let's go with him. Okay. The man who runs ABS off. Let's go. Definitely Lucas retired from the session. He doesn't feel like going out. I think he's satisfied with his P2 quali. Okay, now let's see if Sims RSA can do better. Oh, I didn't realize Sims RSA is in P10. So this is his only chance right now to make better on his position. Nice and clean. 50 SS gear. Okay, that looks quick. Now for the tough subsection. Goes down to the second and third, fourth, fifth. Let's make sure it doesn't. Ooh, close to being close to being an invalidation there, but it keeps us on track as it's about to finish sector 2 and start sector 3. Let's see if it gives him the theoretical purple sector for him as well. Let's go. Purple sector for Sims RSA as it goes down the first section, sector 3. Pedal to the metal for the rest of the lap until the last braking zone. As he approaches the braking zone, the Ferrari gets out of the way. Ooh, goes wide there, but not too wide. Let's see what it does. It's close to top 3, top 2. Oh, and it goes to P1 with a 142.37. Nice fast lap. Now Grimjoy is about to start his first challenge for the pole lap. Let's see how he does. Challenging is the pole lap. Now the unfortunate part is that as a commentator you cannot see the weather. I'm just looking at the weather right now. It's gone darker. I'm sure the track temperature is dropped. So I'm just thinking, is it gonna be raining in the race? I hope for tier 2 if they race, it rains the whole race, because these guys have been playing with our feelings. They haven't been racing for the past 2 weeks. So I really hope tier 2 it rains the whole race so that they suffer for giving us all, for putting us through all the suffering. So Grimjoe trying to challenge to take back pole from Sims RSA. Obviously, remember Thiago was on top, and then he disconnected. He got disqualified for blocking the pit lane. And unfortunately in short quali, if you get disqualified, you go to the back. But if it's is that rain? But if it's full quali, you just get disqualified and stay in your current position. Yeah, I think it's starting to rain. Looks like I'm seeing a couple of drops. Let's see if Grimjoe can try and get those 2 10s to take pole. He needs a 10th and a half to get pole. Luckily for him, he slides a bit. Will he be able to keep it? 141.8. Grimjoe says, I have arrived. I just arrived. I just arrived. Man's just pulled a ZZ Koto on us, saying, Tier 3, breakaway, I'm here, Bab. The boy is Grim Joe. Or the name is ST. Grim Joe ST. So our debutant gets a pole, lap of 141. So tier 2, if you don't pull a 141, you must almost go to tier 3. Then must have, because tier 3 does want to race and clearly they're a bit faster. Hi, Kyopuna color cold. We'll see when we start to when we start to tidy up. So there you have it there, ladies and gentlemen. Grimjo P1, pole position. I mean, all the way from, is that a Qatari flag? It looks like a Qatari flag. Then you have Sims RSA. Then the men from Niger in third. Then Brown Boy P4, Billy Hendricks, Prince RSA, Upper Romain, Sir Lancelot, Zole, Nkwali. Then obviously disqualified is the question. Right inside. What they did for their setup in Spa. They were running a very heavy downforce setup. That's why they were fast in sector 2, but they were struggling in the straights. But yeah, I cannot see the countdown for some strange reason, but we're about to start. Okay, as we go. 5 lights, and away they go. Sims Grimjo starting on softs, keeps the position. Any tangling, no. Drivers keeping it clean. The Mercedes spins. It hits someone. Billy Hendricks spun. Oh, had a half spin, my bad. But Grimjo keeps the position. Let's look at the other position changes. So we have Sir Lancelot getting 3 positions, Thiago Maestro getting 5 positions, and Quali gaining 2 positions, with Billy Hendricks being the biggest loser with. Ooh, that was close from Grimjo and Sims RSA. They touched a bit, but luckily no one was sent to the wall. Let's look at Sims RSA. He tries to chase down Grimjo obviously on the softer compound tire. Grimjo on the softer compound tire. He's gonna try and pull away and pull a gap. I hope for Sims RSA's sake that was in the track limits. Because first lap getting a track limit, the rest of the 21 laps, you're trying to make sure you keep it on track. As it goes off track again, I wonder if there was a track limit as well. So Thiago Maestro, the biggest gainer. Billy Hendricks has made up the 2 of the positions he lost. It's now in P9. They're running pretty close for now. The top. Okay, almost lied, but the top 4 are all within a second of each other. As we finish the first lap. Okay, now let's look at Sims. Okay, the top 2 are leaving. I'm not sure if this is struggling or what. obviously for us that have been witnessing Juke drive, we know that the man is truly rapid. Oof. I just love the sound of APS off, eh? When you're spectating, it sounds so nice. The mini lockup. So they pulled a gap to definitely Juke. Grimjaw is also is almost trying to pull a second. Oh, almost trying to pull a second of Simsar SA. There is a gap starting to form with the Brown Boy sticking close to definitely Juke. With Thiago Maestro also sticking close. Thiago Maestro has made up 6 positions. Silence allows the first person to pick up a penalty. So Zole, surprisingly, Zole is in the playoff positions, if I'm not mistaken, running in P last. So he'll be trying to make sure that he recovers from this. As Sims RSA keeps in within the DRS, this lap we get DRS. Grimjaw has a mistake. Grimjaw made a mistake. Sims RSA is gonna pounce, but for Sims RSA, he needs to just stay behind so that he makes sure he gets DRS. Let him keep the inside. Let him lead you up Rouge so you can get the DRS. But now that mistake has brought back definitely Juke in this because they were both slow in the last 2 corners and the first corner. So now Juke also has DRS on them. Yes, Simsare say will have DRS obviously. As it goes flying past, as definitely Juke follows him through. Grimjaw loses 2 positions in 1 lap. In the first time that the DRS is open, coming from a mistake that he made at the end of the lap, which brought this guy closer to him. So now he's at a disadvantage. He's on the softer tire. He's gonna die quicker. These guys are on the medium. They're playing the long game. So let us watch and see what happens as they continue to race. So the only person who's kept position is Brown Boy and Nkwali. Brown Boy down in P4 as it comes back. He's chasing and he's being chased by Thiago. Thiago Maestro is also. There was a yellow flag. I'm not sure who it was. Because it was Alpa Ramain. He crashed. As Tindo would say, he crashed with Nkwali Alpa Ramain. So they're both at the back now. So let's see how these guys do. The front 2 fighting Simsarese and definitely Juke. Grimjaw has fallen back. Okay, definitely Juke gets DRS. Okay, I'm sure he's gonna just stay behind him to make sure that he has DRS down the Colonel straight. Just gonna stick close. He lets him pass. Since RSA lets Juke pass. I'm not sure if he did that on purpose or what, but it looks like he let him pass by going a bit wider in turn 1. So now this means that since RSA has the DRS and he makes the pass easily. Juke, you have played there, bruv. You have played. So we have Thiago Maestro making up the positions from these guys at the back using the DRS as well. Grimjaw has lost another position. He's now in P4. And he has Brown Boy to fight with now. So looking back at the tires, so Grimjaw is in the top 5. He's the only guy running the softs. So this is working against him, that he's stuck behind the guys on the mediums. Remembering that he has to stop first, and the tires will die off first. So that is unfortunate for his race. When we go back to the top 2, definitely still chasing him. So now for this time, I'm sure definitely Juke is gonna make sure that he's behind Sims RSA going up a route so that he gets DRS himself. Then obviously once you get in front, you need to make sure that you pull a gap of a second which Sims RSA has failed to do. So this means that definitely gets DRS again, going up the main straight, going down the start finish straight. Okay, is he gonna stay behind the slab? It looks like he's gonna try and stay behind. Will Sims RSA go wide again? No, it doesn't. So now it's his definitely turn to try and make sure that. Ooh, Sims a bit far. Sims Sims a bit far, but DRS is very powerful. I think this is just gonna be staying behind him. Yeah, he's just gonna stay behind him. He's not gonna try and make that move. He was too far behind. So for the move to stick, he needs to be about 5 tenths to 4 tenths behind the guy going up at Rouge. But behind, Grimjaw is holding off Brown Boy. Yeah, but the top five are just having their own race. They're leaving Prince RSA for dead. It's 8 seconds in the first 5 laps. They're just running with it. So the winner is coming from any of these guys. Sims RSA goes right again. It is a penalty. I did say this in the first lap. He went off track twice, and now he's picked up his first 3-second time penalty. Yeah, Sims, what are you doing? Definitely gonna pass him. Hey, Sims, cutting grass here. Or was he doing that on purpose or what? And another thing to note, in this year's game, if you run into the grass, the car doesn't want to stop, it doesn't want to accelerate. You even see it graphic wise, you see the wheel with a piece of debris on it. So, but luckily for him, it was a long straight. But if it's cornering, if you are in corners and you run through grass, or under braking, you run on grass, it's curtains. Okay, now Sims as DRS is obviously gonna overtake. Look here. And he gets the DRS, pushes it on. Is he taking him? Yes, he is. And Thiago Maestro is coming closer as well. Oof, nice racing from the guys. And then Brown Boy has fallen back a bit. Yeah, Brown Boy has fallen back a bit. He just needs to try and make sure that it gets closer. He's already 1.2 seconds behind these guys. But Grimjaw makes a mistake. He slides. The tires are giving out. Oh, definitely Juke was overtaken by Thiago. I'm sorry I missed that. I think maybe definitely Juke made a mistake. Then Thiago Maestro capitalized on that mistake. So now Sims is in the box seats again. Is leading with a 1.7 second gap. The guys behind him are fighting. They're all within DRS of each other. So he just needs to keep it clean and make sure that he tries to pull out the gap. It's just unfortunate for him that he has that 3-second time penalty. Round 6, DRS, let's go. Thiago, definitely Juke has DRS. Grimjaw has DRS. Now Brown Boy is back within DRS as well. So let's see what happens here. Nobody wants to be first. Look at, I think Thiago. It looks as if Thiago was breaking off to try and get DRS, but it's not the case. But it's not nice getting DRS in this DRS trade because you know you're gonna get past. He's about to lose 2 positions. He loses 1 position. Luckily for him, the other guys don't try to take the position from him, so definitely does make up the spot. Gets back the position, but they are now 2.5 seconds behind Sims RSA, pulling the gap. So now they're fighting to make sure they keep P2, and then obviously maybe try and undercut Sims if Sims doesn't stop. Because bear in mind that Sims has the penalty pending over him. Rumble trying to chase down Thiago Maestro.
So this has some implications for the standings. Sims RSA leading the race is currently leading the championship. Billy Hendricks done in P8 is P2. Thiago Maestro is P3. In the I'm talking about the championship. Definitely Duke is in P4. Mango, who's absent, is P5. Nkwali is P6, who's currently in P11. Then you have Sir Lancelot in P7. So P7, as you know, is also part of the playoffs now. So Zole and Sir Lancelot are Prince RSA are all fighting for P7 to make sure that they get into the playoffs. So it's gonna be interesting times as round as we go on to round 8 of DRS round 8 of the DRS chain. Well, round 4 because it was exhibited in lap 3. But yeah, you know what I mean. As they go up, definitely Duke has already pulled out that gap. He's safe from Thiago. Brando Boy has DRS on Thiago Maestro. Will he make the move as it goes down the inside? As they come up, he backs away from the move. Thiago Maestro keeps his position. Now Grimcho is back behind. Grimcho, he just overtook Brown Boy. Like his softs are spanking brand new. What happened there? Yeah, but nice move from Grimcho there on old softs. Bearing in mind that the tires, I'm sure they're around 30 to 40% tire life. That was a nice move from Grimcho, considering he's on an older pair of softs. So I think their fight is going to be a bit interesting since they are the only guys that are within DRS of each other for now. So Lancelot there at the back makes a move. I think he did it down the cannon straight. He overtook Opa Remain, so Lancelot just stopped. Okay, Brown Boy, is he gonna make a move down the back straights? Not straight, it's not a straight, but definitely Juke disconnects. Juke. Juke. I mean, it's unfortunate for Juke. He has a pace for tier 1 actually, but connection and electricity are just racing against him. Now, unfortunately for this game, disconnected cars do not ghost. Now, this are the worst unfortunate parts about this game. I don't know why they did that, but ghosts do or disconnected cars do not ghost. Found it out the worst way last time out. Span took out the race leader, Loveless. It's still painful for me thinking about that. But yeah, Brandboy is able to overtake the ghost of definitely Juke. Oh man, that sucks for Juke. I'm sending him an invite. Just bear with me. Hopefully it doesn't. Okay. Brandboy gets a 3-second time penalty. Let's look at the penalties. But Thiago Sims has already made up the gap to play to the 3 second. So he has a net 1 second lead ahead of Thiago Mason. Within DRS, these are the only guys that are within DRS of each other right now. So we'll just stick with this fight. As it goes down the sector 3, it's pedal to the metal. And then you go to the heavy braking zone of the last 2 corners. As they run into each other, Brown Boy. Brown Boy. As Grimcho goes into the pits. Man, there's a penalty coming Brown Boy's way. Thiago Maestro was also in the pits. He's on soft compound tires, so he wants to do soft. So Thiago is gonna attempt to do 12 laps on the soft compound tire. I haven't done race sim on this track, so I'm not sure what was the best strategy. But he's gonna be doing more laps on the softer compound tire than he is on the harder compound tire, which is the mediums. I will see. Maybe it's a OP strategy from him, but we'll see how it pans out. But because the way the undercut is so powerful here in this game, he is already within Sims RSA's pits window just by the first two sectors. That's how powerful the undercut is. That's how powerful the difference in the tire life is. A new tire here is very very fast. So in some tracks we can actually do two stoppers and catch up to people who are doing one stoppers because they are very slow at the end of their tire lives. But let's see, is already 19 seconds. I think the pits is around 22 seconds if I'm not mistaken. It's around 18 seconds now, and Sims doesn't stop. So yeah, Sims is thinking he only wants to do 10 laps on the softs and not 12 like Thiago. But right now Thiago is actually in front of Sims. Once Sims stops, Thiago will be in front. Now, the question is by how much will the gap be? So Grim, Joe, and Sims, what happened to them? Okay, I just want to see the tires. Okay, Grim Joe is on new tires. Okay, it's gonna get DRS obviously. So Lancelot two cards. Okay, so Lancelot and Zole decided to take cards. Okay, let's stay with this fight because it's the closest fight right now. So it is between Uzole and Alba Remain and Billy Hendricks. Also, Alba lets Billy Hendricks pass. I think he realized with what fighting him is on a fresher tire than me. He obviously has the pace advantage. Okay, Billy should make this move pretty much easily as they go up a rouge. He is 3 tenths, 4 tenths behind. Opens DRS and now doesn't even need to use the battery. He just use the slipstream. Oh, I think he's gonna need to use the battery. No, it's too late now. He's gonna stick behind. It's actually costing himself with this. But and he makes a move going down the slow right hander. Nice move by Billy there on Gole. Noting that he's on mediums and the other guy is on soft. So Sims stops. Sims has stopped. As I said, Thiago will be on France as you see him go past the main straight. That is how powerful the undercut is now. Let's look at the gap. What is the gap? Ooh, it was close. It was just 1 second. 1 second. 1 second. As Grimjaw posts the fastest lap on mediums, but he's way off. He's 11 seconds off. I think the issue was with the contact that he had with Brown Boy, where he was half spun around. So yeah. So new tire. Brown Boy is back. Was disconnected. His car is heated if it wasn't him. So now, since RSA has to overtake Thiago Maestro and then build a gap of 3 seconds, he's on the fresher compound tire. He needs to make the move on this coming lap. He's within DRS 3 tenths, 2 tenths. So he has a slight pace advantage right now because of the grip. Okay, now shame, man. I don't think definitely could be coming back to us. I saw in the comments he got load shape, which is very very unfortunate. That sucks because he was really moving. Sorry about that. But I think you're safe for the playoffs. So I'm just hoping for playoffs that the electricity behaves. So now these guys top two. As Sims tries to make the move now, the main straight, the start finish straight. He has the DRS. He's gonna make the move now, or he's gonna let Thiago get the inside. So Thiago is in front. No, he's not. Thiago's gonna be behind, going up a rouge. Less than 1/10 between these two guys. DRS on for Thiago Maestro. He's gonna take the outside. Easy move for him with DRS. Now Sims needs to stay close so that it's just a lap again. Or maybe he's gonna try and make the move now. No, he's not. He's just gonna stay back. Okay, currently on track. These are the closest running guys, so we're just gonna be staying with them. Less than 4/10 between them as they go down the fast left-hander. Apologies, I do not know the corner names. Both drivers running, I think they're both running ABS off. No, only Sims running ABS off. Yeah, I think it's Sims who's running ABS off. Thiago is not. I think Thiago is running no racing line. If I remember correctly. But yeah, again, round 10, DRS was, let's go. Goes wide. DRS on for Sims. Goes on the outside. He follows him. He doesn't pass him. He thought he was going to pass him. Oh, he does pass him. But Sims, why are you passing him before the DRS? I mean, for Sims, he needs to just make sure he's behind Thiago. So you get the DRS, then you pass him down the canal straight, then you use the side advantage to pull out the gap in sector 2. Now, keep on doing this thing. You're just hurting your tire advantage to the guy, and you're not getting enough time to build that gap. Because they have a pretty healthy gap to P4, who is Grimjo, who's in the piece. Brandboy is in the piece. Does he have wing damage? No, he wanted to put softs. Oh, he had the gap, so he was like, let me stop for softs. Okay, understood. Grimjo, 9 seconds still. Sims following Thiago. Sims needs to stay behind. No, but Sims is killing his race here. Sims needs to stay behind Grimjo, no matter behind Thiago, no matter what in the main straights. He will have DRS right, but just stay behind him. Okay, if you're looking at ERS, he has 85% ERS. Now he's off the DRS. Let's see if you can. Okay, you can still make DRS for. Okay, I think he has figured it out. He mustn't pass Thiago here. Just needs to stay close in a rouge and make sure he gets DRS there. But now Thiago has pulled out a gap a bit. It's a 7/10 gap, 6/10. Okay, he needs to pump that ERS a bit. He needs to make the move with ERS, unfortunately. And DRS. Excuse me. So finally Sims makes the move and he's supposed to be making it. Yes, finally. Now he needs to try and put that gap to build out the 3-second time penalty. Because he had the tire, I'm not sure if he still has the tire advantage because the tires are 2 laps different. But the lap here is too long. I think Thiago's tires will really die off because Thiago is trying to do 12 laps on the soft compound tire. So I'm thinking Brown Boy will be posting a fastest lap soon. Noting is on a new set of softs. I think right now this lap is starting. It's gonna be posting the fastest lap. Now, as you can see, Sims has pulled already with it between sector 2 and sector 3. Or in sector 2 alone, he's pulled out a 2-second gap. I'm not sure if Thiago made the mistake, but I doubt it. I think it was just a pace difference. Yeah, he's pulling that 3-second gap easily. Yeah, he's fighting now. I think this is gonna be a faster lap as well. Let's see. No, it's not. I thought it was gonna be a faster lap. So Grimcho currently has the fastest lap, and then I think Brandbo is about to take the fastest lap, if that's barring any mistakes. So now, Sims needs to be careful. He's about to overtake a left car. It doesn't ghost, so I hope he knows that the left cars do not ghost in this year's game, which will have to be addressed in the rules as we go to the new season. Oh, Prince RSA was actually disconnected as well. Yeah, you see now he has lost time. He has gone off track. He got a track warning while trying to lap, which is really unfair. Which is really unfair on the race leader. But yeah, lap cars need to move out of the way. Unfortunately for disconnected cars, they do not move out of the way. They just stay there on the racing line. So yeah, please like and subscribe, gents, ladies and gentlemen. Join us in our little family of Breakaway. So the closest guys right now. Oh, Juke has joined again. Let's go. Down in P10. So Quali is in the pits. Alba remain following his teammates on 3-lap-old softs. So, oh, Front Boy didn't get a fastest lap. I thought he was going to get a fastest lap on that lap. So now we have Alba remain within DRS of his teammate Zole. Quali was in the pits. He took a set of mediums. Alpha Ramain will not be making the move. He will not be making the move. I thought it was going to be. Where's oh, these are the cars that are following each other. Okay, what is happening? Oh, okay. So Thiago is lapping. Definitely Juke, who has just returned. Okay, definitely Juke will now. Definitely Juke has pace, so now it's gonna be interesting to see what he does. Does he decide to race him or what? Because he needs to try and unlap himself and try and catch up to Nkwali. But Nkwali is a bit far. He's 18 laps after road, 19 seconds after road, which is a full pit stop. And definitely Juke is on 15 lap old mediums. Now the thing, I'm not sure if was I muted this whole time. I don't think so. But hey, yeah, with the thing of cars not ghosting is a problem. It's really a problem. Because where anything could have happened, Sims could have half spun, he could have spun, he could have lost a wing, could have got floor damage, and all those things. But he wasn't racing the car, he's overtaking, he's actually lapping it. So I really don't know why Codemasters decided that slapped cars shouldn't ghost for this game. they should leave it on as a setting. We switch on or switch off that settings ourselves. But yeah, so Sims is trying to pull. It's currently fine, unless if he gets another penalty. Yeah, he's currently fine unless if he gets another penalty. Another driver. We've just lost another driver to load shedding. Prince RSA. Sorry, bro. That is really unfortunate. Thiago, Benjo, our pole sitter started on softs. Strategy wasn't on his side. He lost positions, which put him in P4, P5 in his first stint within lap 5, lap 6. So it means it was already out the window. Then he had a moment with Brown Boy where they half spun each other. Then he pitted for the mediums at that time. So, but a very impressive showing from the debutant Grimjaw. He's gonna be winning races next season because I doubt that this season he still has a shot at qualifying. Because right now this puts him on 18 points. That means it's gonna be P15, P15. So that is too far. The guys in front are too far. So Sims RSA, with this he wraps up automatic quali. I'm just trying to make the calculations. Yes, so Sims will secure automatic quali by winning this race. Billy Hendricks will be close to securing it. Thiago Maestro will also be close to securing it. No, they've actually secured it. The only issue is that definitely Juke is on 91 points. Sims is on 109. Billy Hendricks is on 106. Thiago Maestro is 104. Then definitely Juke is 91. Then Mango is 78. Guadi 73. So I think Sims, Billy, and Thiago Maestro could be securing automatic quality tonight, depending on what the math says. The mathematics, the methamphetamine. But yeah, they are securing automatic quali. I think 25 points. It's always tough because there's still the issue of definitely Juve now. But yeah, they are close to securing it. I think they have secured it. But we'll see with the points. I can't do the methamphetamine off my head here. But yeah. So now cars just following each other. The only closest cars are the teammates up Zoli and Alba remain. As they crash into each other, the teammates. That was unfortunate. But Alba remain doing the sportsmanship thing there and not leaving him and making sure that he's still in front of him. And yeah, I'm sure Zoli won't be reporting that because if a driver does this, it just shows good sportsmanship, not taking advantage that he pressed into you, no car damage, so might as well just continue. They had a good gap to quali. So what is happening here? Did someone crash? Sir Lancelot just overtook Brown Boy. So Lancelot is on hard tires. Brown Boy is on soft tires as it goes down the inside, which is gonna be an outside now. Brown Boy tries to stick it on the outside. No, he can't. 6-lap old softs. So Lancelot is on 12 laps old cards. Okay. Let's see what happens as they go down the long. Solanzalos picks up another penalty. Brown Boy will say thank you very much after running wide. And Solanzalos goes back at him. It takes the inside line as they touch and crash. Eesh, gents. Eesh, 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 eesh. Gents. There was no need for that. As Brown Boy retires, Solanzalos continues. Hey, one lap left, and the cheetahs decide to do this. Chance. Zole and Alba remain still on that Haas fight. Magnussen and Magnussen and Hulk, they've been running close to each other the whole race. They're just evenly matched. So up in France, Thiago has made a mistake. Thiago has made a mistake. Was he trying to go into the pits or what? Thiago, Grimjo capitalizes. Was it a mistake or did they crash? Oh, his tire, his front right tire had a puncture. 12 lap old softs. I did say that he was going to be pushing those softs. So after 12 laps, he got a puncture on his front right tire. Thiago Maestro, the gamble didn't pay off. How unfortunate is that? Luckily for him, he had a good gap to P4, which is Billy Hendricks. On the penultimate lap, Thiago Maestro loses his tire. he gets a puncture. Oh wow. Yeah, but 12 laps was a lot to ask from the softs in Spa. Yeah, it was a lot, Thiago. It was a lot. 12 laps on softs. Sims RSA is also on borderline, but and also remembering Sims is on ABS off, so I'm hoping he's not locking up too much. So Sims just stay behind them. Sims, there's no need to pass them. Let them do their final lap. I'm talking about the horses. Yeah, just stay behind. There we have it, ladies and gentlemen. Sims RSA. Sims F1 21. It was RSA, now it's F21. Ooh! Sims, as he crosses the line, finishes P1 with the 11-second gap to P2. And Grimjo in P2 on the mediums after starting from pole is surely a bit disappointed, but it's a good result from him. Quali, who was lapped, will finish in P8. Now Thiago Maestro with Alpha with 9 seconds penalties. So Thiago Maestro had got a flat tire. 12 laps soft. He was pushing it. He was really pushing it, Thiago. But yeah, he crosses the line P3. I'm just gonna ask him in Discord what he was trying to do. Then who else just passed? Oh, it was definitely finishing in P9. Luckily for Juke, those 2 points do matter. But yeah, he was running good, and then electricity happened. Then he came back now, but still it was too far. So I think these guys are gonna finish in this way. It's gonna be Billy in P4, Sir Lancelot in P5. Then Zole would be P6, and then Alpha Ramin in P7. But let's just watch the Haas battle as it goes to the finish line. Oh, my apologies. Thiago started last. Oh yes, he got disqualified in quali, which is a good result. It's just that the gamble on the softs for 12 laps didn't work. But yeah, a pretty amazing results for you, Thiago. Just as the puncture in the 12. Pretty unfortunate, but yeah, some questionable driving. in times. Thiago Maestro, as he just corrected me, started from P last to P3, gets driver of the day. Yeah, so P1, we have Sims F1. Sims F1 probably secures automatic quali, as well as Thiago in P3. Then you have Grim Joe in P2, a debutant. First race, P2, showed a lot of pace. Was wrong with the strategy by starting on the softs, got eaten up, but yeah, made a recovery. Then you have Thiago in P3, who started last after being disqualified for blocking the pit entry. Then you have Billy Hendricks in P4, now who's very close to securing automatic quali. Then Sir Lancelot, who's also in that situation. Then you have Zole P6. Then Alba Ramain, a debutant, started P7, finished P7. A good result for him on his first race. Then you have Nkwali, started P10, made a push two positions to P8. Then definitely Juke got unlucky with the power, got disconnected, came back, got 2 points. You won't be happy about that because he was destined for a podium if you're looking at his pace. And you have Prince RSA P10, and then you have Brown Boy, who actually had a crash and then decided to retire. So we'll see you tomorrow at 8 p.m. for tier 2 race. Hoping that it happens. Tier 2 gents, please vote, please vote, please vote, please race. We want to see racing. Other than that, we'll be seeing you tomorrow. Thank you for joining us. Have a good night.